远在冲锋的路上。
哟，需要火力支援吗？
放心吧，我不会让你倒下的。
冷静与耐心，铸就最致命的子弹。 别想伤害到我的伙伴！
是我，叶夫跟你，这是第5次冰川北区的探索计划。今天必须再次返回实验室，搞到那只冰封的巨型怪物的情报。污染结晶到处都是，从没见过比这里更糟的。
永远在冲锋的路上。
Q， 需要火力支援吗？
放心吧，我不会让你倒下的。
冷静与耐心，铸就最致命的子弹。
嘿，别想伤害到我的伙伴！
是我，叶夫跟你，这是第5次冰川北区的探索计划。今天必须再次返回实验室，搞到那只冰封的巨型怪物的情报。污染结晶到处都是，从没见过比这里更糟的。
永远在冲锋的路上。
Kill， 需要火力支援吗？
放心吧，我不会让你倒下的。
冷静与耐心，铸就最致命的子弹。
嘿，别想伤害到我的伙伴。
是我，叶夫跟你，这是第5次冰川北区的探索计划。今天必须再次返回实验室，搞到那只冰封的巨型怪物的情报。无人接近到处都是，从没见过比这里更糟的。
永远在冲锋的路上。
Kill， 需要火力支援吗？
放心吧，我不会让你倒下的。
冷静与耐心，铸就最致命的子弹。
嘿，别想伤害到我的伙伴。
Dear Ravens, a wonderful good evening, and thank you very much for tuning in today. Welcome to the 2023 Garena Undawn PRO streaming event, broadcasted live from Garena headquarters. I'm Wendy, your host today, and thank you so much for joining us. Today's live broadcast represents two major milestones to us. Firstly, Undawn has evolved into Undawn PRO, becoming stronger and more captivating. We can't wait to share this joy with all of you. Secondly, we now have the opportunity for a deeper conversation with the player community, extending beyond text and images, allowing you to see us. I believe that, like us, you're equally excited in front of your screens, so stay tuned. Today, we'll be live for about 2 hours. We'll not only introduce Undawn PRO and its new features, but also address player questions collected from our players. And finally, a development team rep will be here to share our outlook and plans for 2024. So now, with great pleasure, let me introduce our star today, Undawn PRO. Seeing this image, I'm sure the question is, what is Undawn PRO? Before diving into the origin of Undawn PRO, I'd like to share a little story. Over the past few months, we've been wondering, what kind of experiences does Undawn want to deliver to its users? We organized player meetups, interviewed several loyal players, and found something in common. Undawn is not just a survival game. It represents the connection between players. Many initially play Undawn because they're drawn to the product's graphics, the elements of survival, the visuals. However, what keeps players coming back to Undawn is it serves as their base with friends, a place to forge friendships, the highlight of their evenings. Hearing these voices, we wanted to build on elements that you all love, creating content that aligns with your preferences, ultimately providing a better experience for everyone. And thus, Undawn PRO was born. Its first significance comes from our new profession system called Profession. We collaborated with developers to redesign the concept of shooting. We transformed the original specialization system into the all-new Profession system. This adjustment significantly enhances the application of team strategy, making team compositions for not only PvE content more diverse, but also creates more possibilities in PvP. We've revamped skills with the implementation of the Profession system, and now each profession comes with its own exclusive equipment. The second significance is embodied in our slogan, "Leave it to the pros." We want Undawn to fully embrace team spirit in battles, whether it's large-scale camp battles or engaging in diverse activities such as dances, playing musical instruments, or leisure games like beanbag tossing. Trust in your teammates, fulfill your roles, and work towards victory, whether it's on the battlefield or enjoying recreational pursuits. This is what we want to convey with Undawn PRO. We trust you'll enjoy it. So today's content's live stream will include an introduction to the new version, which includes talking about the Snow Country Abyss expansion, involving a new map, new storyline, new vehicles, as well as PRO's first highlight, new profession, PRO's second highlight, new dungeon, and PRO's third highlight, which is streamlining and optimization. So this will be followed by a Q&A session with our operations rep, where we've gathered questions submitted by players, and we'll personally be answering your questions. And then we'll end off with the 2024 version content planning, where our development team rep will then share the content planning for Undawn in 2024. All right, so if you've been watching until now, congratulations, because as an extra treat for everyone, we have a giveaway for our viewers. So now let's dive right into the giveaway details. So our first giveaway is the viewership milestone giveaway, and the criteria for this giveaway will be discussed shortly, so stay tuned. Secondly, we have an RC lucky draw. So to participate, simply tag 2 of your friends and leave this particular comment. Choose a profession you love and join Undawn PRO in the comments down below, and you qualify for a chance to win 1,000 RC. So 10 lucky winners will then be taking home 1,000 RC, so good luck. And we'll be announcing the winners on our social media, so keep an eye out for that too. And third, for those who are not aware, we actually have a series of guidebooks that could help you advance with your gameplay, containing tips and tricks. And tonight, you get the opportunity to take home all of these guides by simply meeting our requirements. Simply look at this post on my right-hand side on Facebook, titled All-in-One Guide, and follow the guidelines in the comment section to complete this task. You'll have direct access to all the guidebooks right in your messenger. All right, so going back to the viewership milestone giveaway, once we reach a certain viewership milestone, a redemption code will then pop up, and then you'll use this code to claim your rewards. And if you're curious about the redemption code details, follow the guidelines on this page to qualify. And remember to screenshot it for later. All right, have you screenshot the page? With that said, let's get started. Now, diving into the first part of our live stream event, our presentations. So let's give a virtual welcome to Lynn, our operations representative of Garena Undawn PRO SMP region, joining us to talk about an introduction to the new version. Lynn, are you there?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Ravens. It's been a long time waiting to see you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, great.
We can't wait to dive.
Start.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so I'm going to hand it right now to Lynn. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lin. I have been in the Undawn team for a long time, before launch and after launch. So I am so excited to meet you guys, and I'm going to introduce you to various game content in the new version. How about let's get started. All right, so following today's agenda, I will be introducing the Pro version, and later we will take on some questions for today. And lastly, another colleague will just share what's new for the 2024. All right, so in the beginning, we'll have an overview of what's new, and later we're going through the new map, Snow Mountain, and then the new profession system. In the end, some new special ops, and also the bug fix and optimizations. All right, so let's kickstart. What is new? How about we go through with a video first? I believe in this video we have a mini trailer of the new map. You see, this is a Snow Mountain theme, which hides the truth after the zombie apocalypse. You know new factions, the Lockheed, and how the zombies are created, and many other secrets behind. Wow. So are you amazed by the new trailer? I am so excited to see it. Well, so the first part, let me go through the overview of what is new here. We call it Undawn PRO. The most obvious reason, leave it to the pros. We have the whole profession system coming. So first, the 5 new professions. We will see 5 different new professions tied to your heavy weapon. For example, there is Battlefield Medic, that's good at healing. And we will have the Heavy Armored Guard, which is the defender and saves teammates. We also have the Explosive Expert and the Sharp Sniper, who is good at dealing damages. And with this totally new setup, we'll have so much more tactical gameplays, and we'll have such complete holistic systems that help players to choose their own profession and do what they want in a team. Next up, we will have new PvE and PvP modes. There will be new special ops added to our game. So there will be Arrows to Energy app, and also Winter Bay oil drilling platform. In these game modes, you will explore different zombies, different bosses, and you will challenge your team with the new profession system to perform to the best. And also there is enhanced fairness in PvP. So basically, there will be training match modes with all stats removed. So it's totally balanced, and it's good for players to try out their skills and compete with other players. And next up, there is the new map, new settlement, and new world. So in this new map mount only, there will be a Snow Mountain theme, new resources, new challenges, and new storylines for you to explore. Also, there's new settlements, new NPCs to interact with, and also new factions to deal with. And there will be, for example, there will be Navia settlement and also the ski mecca. Next, we will have new vehicle and exploration. So with the Snow Mountain, there is jetpacks to help you actually go up and fly in the sky. And also there is hang gliding to help you actually keep in the air. And there's also updated exploration system. So in these exploration systems, you can actually explore more details in the Snow Mountain map and interact with fun mini games to help you explore better and know better about the Snow Mountain. Also, there is homestead theme revamped and also new pet interaction that allows you to actually interact more with your beloved pets, cats and dogs. All right. Lastly, we emphasize on play easy and play happy. That is to say, with the daily tasks, there's a reduction in burden. While playing in the game, you don't have to choose any task to do daily. You can do whatever you want. And upon achieving a certain amount of activeness points, you can actually unlock all days XP. That means you are free to play whatever mode you want, and you are free to get all days reward by just completing one set of tasks. Also, there's new choices available for you, including all the special ops. All right, so let's dive into the details into our patch updates. The Snow Mountain, let's start with a new video. In this new patch, you're gonna see Mount Ollie, which is in the northwest of the map. Different settlements such as Sedaví and also Navia settlement for you to explore. You can see this is a former skiing resort changed into zombie land. At the same time, you'll find out that Navia settlement is very different from the rest. It's not high-tech, it's very original, and it's with its own cultures and aesthetics. Alright, so much new content in the Snow Mountain. How can we go there? So I will give you steps and tips on how to unlock the Snow Mountain map as fast as possible. Alright, so first step, if you are new or if you are returning users, please go to App Store or Google Play to actually update your app to our new version by downloading it and logging in. So it will take some time to connect to the internet and download. After you finish download, you will reach the main screen. So as usual, there's buttons, UIs, and quests lying all around. So if you are at level 100, you should receive a few new quests. So one of which is Raven Squad Gathering and Job Guide. So here, you need to actually go to the main quest and basically, you need to follow main quest and then do until complete any profession task. So when you see this complete any profession task, you need to go to click auto tracking and then go to Raven Basement. So you start conversation with NPC and then you click exit story to have to leave to the normal mode. Here, you will need to go to the job section and select your preferred class. When you have the focus skill showing here, you need to actually talk to NPCs and actually unlock this focus skill. After that, you can go to talk to Kane and also get your specialized drone missions done. So after that drone mission is done, you need to continue with the main quest. So you need to be level 30 to actually be able to finish all these. After that, you will reach the Snow Mountain teleport bus station, which is here. So once you're here, congratulations. You basically unlock the entire Snow Mountain map. And here you will see some new enjoyment to have, basically skiing, hang gliding, new storylines, new settlement missions, and also treasure hunts. And if you are lazy, you can also do another trick, which is have your bro finishing all the tasks, and they will just send you a coordinate via the chat. And once you have that coordinate, just click that red, green text there, and you are automatically teleporting to the snow mountain. So it's actually quite easy with this hack. So keep it to yourself. All right. So with these tips, I'm going to show you another video revealing more details about the snow mountain. Yep, as what you just saw, there's two factions you're going to deal with, the Navia settlement, the traditional, and also Lockheed, the technological faction. So I won't say too much more about the story, and it's all for you to explore. All right, so moving on to the next part, we will talk about the highlight of this patch update, new profession systems. So to start off, I will also show you a video talking about all 5 professions. Here we go.
Kill， 需要火力支援吧。
放心吧，我不会让你倒下的。
冷静与耐心，铸就最致命的子弹。
嘿，别想伤害到我的伙伴。
All right. So as you can see, there are 5 totally different professions for us to choose. So right now, I'm going to go through each of them and what are their specialties, how to play them the best, and how to choose them. All right. And I will start with the special operation team members. So you can actually see it, artillerist, the name in the game. So when you choose your heavy weapon as the M134 machine gun, your profession will be set as a artillerist. So if we can go to more screenshots in the next page, you will see how the skills and talents lay out. So here, I will go through the passive skills first. So in the passive skill, there are already items that increase your damage to players and your damage to characters and zombies. And in this update, this damage to zombies is actually increased. Next, there is auto turrets. So on the picture in the top bottom right corner, you see the auto turret. So your profession is linked to that, which means when you increase your skill level, the damage of the auto turret is going to increase. Also, the attack from the turret is actually going to boost your own healing. So when the turret is attacking the zombies, you will get healed in your HP. Next is your focus skill. The focus skill here we're calling is actually like ultimates in other games. So the ultimate or focus skill of the artillerist is EM activation. So while having this ultimate skill on, you will trading your HP with a short-term burst in damage strength and also moving speed. Also, you have a super shield with you. This means you can have tremendous amount of damage and very high damage resistance at the same time, which is good for use when the boss is actually weak. So you are gonna be able to deal a huge amount of damage when you are having the EM activation activated. So I would say this artillery role profession is perfect for players who want to deal more damage, who want to be at front, and who want to be face to face with the zombies or opponents at any given time. So if you like to deal damage and if you like to fight, it's a perfect job for you. So the next one is explosive specialist. So with this role, if your heavy weapon is chosen as a grenade launcher, you'll be automatically set as a explosive specialist. So let's go to the next page and I can explain more about your skills. All right. So for this profession, you have passive skill called Battlefield Scorch, which means when you throw a grenade, when you launch your grenade launcher, you have AoE damage to the enemies with a 3 meter area. Also, you have dual-handed grenades. That means when you choose your skill as a grenade, you have 2 grenades at the same time instead of 1. And when you throw the grenade out to the enemies, if it hits a target, it can split into even more. So imagine you are having 1 grenade and you throw it, it can become 2 or 3. And its focus skill here, it's called unexpected gain. So if you look at the picture on the bottom left, you will have a backpack that can launch rockets. So when you do that, it will create an area of impact of bombardment. And it will give huge amount of explosive damage to a certain area. So this profession, I would say, it's perfect for dealing with PvE moments, such as herd of zombies, many human or animal enemies, and you can use this focus skill to give impact and give damage to a group of targets. So I would say, in a PvE battlefield, this is perfect. So if you like to go for extra tower, or if you want to go for PvE special ops, and this profession is perfect for you. All right, moving on. The next one is actually battlefield medic. So when your heavy weapon is B39 bio rifle, you will be chosen as a battlefield medic. When you so for the next page, I'll go through some of the perks and benefits of this role. So your passive skill, quick repair, is very iconic. So when you shoot your bio rifle to your teammates and healing them, you can deal healing to at most 3 targets. That means one shot you can heal 3 teammates at the same time. So this is very powerful when you deal with hard bosses or nightmare mode special ops, where the boss actually deal good damage to you guys and you can just save the team at one shot. All right. Also, your increase of damage to your main weapon is gonna retain. So basically, when you skill up your profession, your main weapon damage is going to increase at the same time. And then there is healing device tied to your profession. So in your skill, there is a healing device used by many players, I believe. And with that device and with your skill upgrade, you can actually increase the radius of this device. And also you can increase the healing amount and the cooldown time of this device. Which means when you are a battlefield medic and you place this healing device on the floor, you can have a longer time, more healing, and more range of this device. Also, there is you can also increase your shield and your teammate's shield by having this device. So choose this device. Basically, it's very advisable to choose this device as your skill. And for your ultimate or for your focus skill, it's called hormone effect. So with that hormone effect, you can actually inject yourself or inject your teammates with the injection. After that it's done, the target is gonna have huge amount of healing and also huge increase of armor. And take note of that. If your target is in fell down state, meaning the HP is run out and is at critical stage, you can actually shoot that target and immediately revive that teammate. Which means when your teammate is down, you don't have to physically go towards him and spend like 5 seconds to pull him up. With the ultimate, your teammate will be immediately revived and with a certain amount of HP. Also, you will have increased in armor, in healing, and many other perks when you skill up your profession skills. Yeah, that is about Battlefield Medic, and I would recommend anyone who are not so good with shooting or who just want to be the support role in the team, who always want to take a step back and focus on survival, to choose this role. With this profession, it's good in all PvP and PvE situation where you can just heal your teammates, stay at the back, and deal damage at the same time. All right. Next one we have is the sharpshooter. So when your heavy weapon is the sniper rifle, your profession is set as the sharpshooter. And the sharpshooter, we will have increase in base damage and also long range kill. All right, so let's go through what's so special about this profession. So you will increase the critical damage and also weakness damage of your main weapon. And at the same time, you will gain in moving speed and also reduce CD in rolling. That means you are much better at surviving the battlefield. Yeah. And also in the skill section, the tactical car is attached to this profession. So when you are a sharpshooter and you choose a tactical car as your skill, the survival time of the car and also the time that the car takes to search for enemies and also its moving speed will increase. And once the enemy destroy your tactical car, it's actually gonna deal explosive damage to the enemy. And I would like to mention your focus skill or ultimate, Hunter Instinct. So with your focus skill, Hunter Instinct, you can actually see through the obstacles and the walls. And you can see through the walls and mark your enemy for a certain amount of time. And when you actually deal damage to these targets, they will receive extra damage. So I would say this profession is perfect for PvP situation. Why? Because in PvP situation, information is everything. You are always focused on finding out where they are, what weapon they are using, and how is their HP. But with this focus skill, you can actually see through the battlefield in one instant. So it's very powerful in PvP. And also with that sniper rifle, you can deal one single shot damage to your PvP opponent. So which is very advantageous and strategic to choose. All right. And lastly, we will have the Heavy Guardian. So when your heavy weapon is a shield gun, your profession is the Heavy Guardian. So when you are Heavy Guardian profession, you can actually get up to 200 or 400% of increase of the attention you attract from the enemies. That is to say, when you are equipped with your special tactical shield, and when you shoot at the enemy, it's much more possible that the enemy actually focus on you and attack you. So it's very advantageous to attract the enemy firepower. And when your shield is up, you can actually do shield slam. So that's to say, you can actually do melee attack, close range attack with your shield. And also, your focus skill, ultimate, is a portable shelter. So you can look at the last picture in the middle. You can actually summon a portable shield, and that one shield can actually block damage from the bullets or from zombies. And you and your teammates behind this shield can actually gain extra armor, and you are immune to other controls. So with this portable shield, Heavy Guardian is very useful in boss fights or PvE situation, where enemies are gonna shoot at your teammates and you will be immune to all the damages. So with this profession in the meta, I would say in any boss fight, especially in nightmare modes, where bosses and zombies are very powerful, one guardian is key to the entire team. All right, so that actually sums up all 5 professions, and you can go into the game with your friends or with the campmates to actually try each of the professions. There's no barrier in switching. Just one click, you can switch across all 5 professions, and you can go to the training ground or go to some PvE mode and to actually try out all the skills and talents and find your combination and find your best strategy. So it's much more information and much more content for you guys to explore. Right. So I would say just play our game and try with your own. Next, I will go through new special ops. There are many more special ops added to the patch, Snow Mountain theme. So I will start with the video at this point. All right, so we have seen a few new special ops coming up in the new patch. So I would like to introduce the rankings or the structure of how we present these special ops to you. So there are daily special ops, you can play daily and get daily rewards. There's weekly special ops like King Station or Judgment Center that's already available. And also there is a whole new special ops called Blazar Restricted Area. So this is a very challenging mode for 8 people to actually play at the same time. So I would say in this new patch, we have 2 new daily special ops, the Arrows Energy Lab and also Winter Bay Oil Drilling Platform. So for these 2, it's actually connected to the Snow Mountain map and also the new faction. So in these 2 special ops, you're gonna reveal the secret behind the new faction Lockheed. So I won't say too much about the story, but I will show you how to actually clear these special modes. And also weekly special op Snow Train is also in the Snow Mountain map, and also it reveals a new huge boss, the Snow Ape. All right, so now I will give you tips and the steps how to clear these special ops most easily. I will now start with Snow Train. So if you follow our social media, we actually share this entire tips and guidelines in PDF formats, and you just need to go to our social media and find the all-in-one post and actually comment under it, and you can receive this link to the entire document. All right, so let's start with Snow Train. So you're gonna have this mini summary, which is very helpful, and just go to our social media and claim. So we will see the event page first. When you look at Snow Train event page, you'll see the final boss is actually the Snow Ape. So it's actually a mutation. It's a product of mutation, and also some genetic engineering, and by the Undawn faction. And then basically you click this page, you're gonna see 2 difficulties. You have difficult and you have normal. So this is one optimization we have in this new patch, which is allowing different tiers of players or different players of different levels to actually enjoy PvE. So if you feel that the hard difficulty is too much for you, you can start off with the normal difficulty. So the boss HP and the damage of the zombies we're gonna reduce, so to make everything easier for you. All right, so when you start the special op, you're gonna be teleported into the map. And when you are in this first screen in the map, you're gonna need to collect the thermal conductor. So it's a new item that actually help you in the later stage in this special op. So if you are 4 members, remember you need to collect 1 each. So there are 4 in the map, and you need to collect everything if you are a team of 4. So after that, you will reach a scene where you have a heat source. So that orange spiky object is actually the heat source. So the mechanism is that you need 1 player at least to link this heat source to the device. And if the distance is longer, you will need 2 players at the same time. So actually we have a mini map, the next page, to show you how to best connect to clear this phase. So if you look at the mini map, the next slide, we'll actually see the objective here. So there are 2 devices in the map you need to actually heat it up to connect energy to. So there's one on the bridge and there's one in the tunnel. So this is gonna be a bit challenging for first timers because you will realize you only have 60 seconds to actually connect and power up 2 devices. So I would suggest we have 1 player in between the bridge, in between the tunnel and the heat source, and 2 players lining up to connect the heat source and to the device on the bridge. And at the same time, zombies are actually gonna come and disturb you. So if you look at next page, the zombies just keep coming from all directions, and take note, do not move too far from the heat source. So the best way is to shoot zombies at your current position, shoot them with your best guns or even with your skills, but do not move, so that your heat source is gonna transmit energy to you and you to the device. So at this, with this strategy, you can actually survive better and actually finish their transmission within the given time. So moving on, we will actually have another scene. So yes, in this diagram, the previous scene, we have another situation that we need to heat up the heat source. So in this case, it's highly recommended one player jump on top to the train and the other one stay on the floor and linking these stations up. So it's really advisable that we have one shield, which is tank player, and one healer to actually be in this situation. So the shield player can actually tank the damage on the floor, and the healer can actually shoot your teammates with the bio gun and actually heal them up, because the zombies are going to be challenging and you will take quite a bit of damage. All right, so after all this heat source connection and basically puzzle solving, we will be reaching the final stage, the boss fight. So here we have the snow ape. So I mentioned before, based on the storyline, it's actually a product of genetic mutation and some evil engineering. So you will find out more in the storyline about that. So I will introduce more about this boss fight, how to best fight against it, and some mechanism you need to take note of. All right. So the snow ape he has a very high attack range and a fast movement and long range jump attack. So when it's far away from you, stay alert still, because it's gonna jump to you any moment. All right. So when you deal some damage to the boss, there will be a cold weather in the environment. So when we say cold weather, you will see a chill bar on the top of screen, like the screenshot here. So when you have that chill bar, you will be unable to use your skills if your chill bar are above 75%. So the way to actually fight against this chill bar is actually to stay close to the heat source. So when you keep getting closer to the heat source, you manage your chill bar, you can deal more damage and use your skill. And when you deal damage to the boss and below 25 damage, the boss will actually activate the chill mode again. So basically, every 25 damage health, the boss is gonna activate the chill mode, and you will need to find heat source and reduce your chill level and fight back. So it is really recommended to have different skill combination here. So you will need to have a tank to actually attract the boss attention and and resist the damage. You will need one or two healer here, the medic, to actually heal each other and heal your teammates as a whole. And also you will need one artillerist or one explosive specialist to actually be the ADC, basically, the damage carry, to actually deal more damage to the boss. So I believe this new special op and this new boss fight really tests you on your team combination, your team strategy, and also communication as a whole. So you guys might feel really challenged at first, but you will have your theory, you will have your strategy, you will be really satisfied to actually beat this snow ape. All right, so next one, we'll have the Plaza restricted area. The next, all right, so the tips here is basically, this is an 8-player mode, and we will need really careful selection of how you're gonna have the lineup. It's really recommended to have 2 tank players, which is the 2 shield players, 2 healers, and 4 damage carry, which meaning the sniper, the explosive specialist, and also the artillerist. And the food recommended here is whatever damage against polluters and also reduce damage received. All right, so the rest of the mechanism I can actually go through with you with a screenshot. All right, so this is the main entrance to the special op, Plaza Restricted Area, and there are 3 bosses coming up. Here I will actually remind you about the time. So it's not right now available. It is available next year, January 22nd. So each boss will last 28 days. That's meaning it's a challenging mode. So when you first join, you might not be able to defeat, but it's fine. You can level up, you can do other ops, you can always come back and try again. All right, so the first boss is the giant, radiation giant lizard, and also two other boss, the nightmare, and also the snow ape coming right up. All right, so team recommendation. As what I just shared, it's really, really recommended you have a diverse lineup of your professions. And I will categorize the explosive specialist, the sharpshooter, and the artillerist as one kind, basically the damage kind. However, here we still need at least 2 medic to heal each other and heal the team. Very important. And at least 2 heavy guardian to actually attract the damage or attract the attention from the boss. Yeah. So we were moving on to this recipe. As I mentioned, something that increase your damage and something that increase your resistance of damage by zombies is gonna be very useful. So I will introduce some mechanism now in this special op. So when the boss appear, there will be some energy ball on the floor. So this energy ball, once you pick it up, you actually get perk. So something like more damage or moving speed increase or even damage resistance. So do be careful and be quick to pick them up, because when you get a ball, more balls you get, more perks you get. So you have 8 teammates. So everybody should be scattered around. Don't crowd together. Just split up and get your energy ball at this phase. If not, the boss, when it appear from the ground, you will actually get the energy ball from you or from the floor. So if you don't get it earlier, the boss is gonna get it. So about this boss, Radiant Giant Lizard, it has a special state which is called the Berserk status. So at this Berserk status, it's triggered by every 25% HP loss. Basically, the health bar on top, when you finish up 1 bar from blue to green or from green to yellow, you are gonna trigger this Berserk status. So when the lizard is in this status, you will go basically crazy. You will go diving into the floor. You will be hard to shoot at, and you will actually deal damage to you. So the counter strategy is that at this Berserk status, only attack the crystal on the back. So if you shoot anywhere else on the body, the damage is very, very low. So remember, shoot at the yellow crystal as the screenshot displays here. So behind the back, the yellow crystal, shoot at it first. It has its own mini health bar. And when the health bar run out, you can shoot the boss again at its critical damage area. Yeah. So the second step, phase 2, is the Berserk Stomp. So in this mode, the giant lizard will actually get all the crystals on the field, and it will unleash massive area damage to you. So basically, you will need to stay very, very far from the boss, or at the same time, you will have the tank here. So it's very advisable to have at least 2 tank players, two shield players, to have the 2 focus skill on the floor. So 4-4. When you have this lineup, you can stay behind this portable shield and deal your damage to the boss. So it's really, really advisable to have that. And the phase 3 is the Suffocating Sandstorm. So at its lower HP, this giant lizard is actually going to trigger a sandstorm, causing continuous damage and slowing down for players. And it's in the final stage, the longer you stay in the sandstorm, the more damage you're going to receive. So this is really, really challenging because you'll be losing health, HP continuously, and you will need to shoot at the boss at the same time. So the counter strategy here is to have healers. So you can use your healing device on the floor, or you can use your biogun to heal your teammates continuously. So with these 2 healers healing teammates, the remaining 4 or 6 players can actually keep dealing damage to the boss. Right. So when you do everything, and congratulations, when you're done, you're gonna receive good amount of rewards. And what's more is that if you are the first few teams to clear this mode in the server, for example, SGMY Redwood Outpost, you are gonna receive special trophy and special title awarded to you. Right. So that is the whole new challenging mode for you, and you can always try it ever since next year, January, after level 106. The last part of my sharing is about bug fix. So we have been on Discord, we have been on social media and customer service site, and we have heard tons of feedbacks and comments and suggestions that on how we're going to improve the game. So we heard you, and we actually talked to Tencent, the developers. We have spent much time and effort to actually make optimizations, and we are proud and excited to present you here. So let's dive right in. The first section is about combat. So in the combat system, we have increase in aim assist. So if you are using a mobile device and it's hard to aim for you, it's actually easier now to hit the target when you are sliding the screen. So there is actually three levels for you to select: high, mid, or low. If you want to shoot better, and if you want to shoot with your more automation, more freedom to decide where to aim at, you can actually choose low. Yeah. The next one is M3 shotgun, deliver less damage to enemy. This is more about a problem in PvP, because M3 is actually quite powerful in PvP, so it's more of a balancing change here. So the next one is new tactic option at level 100. So remember tactic system that's new in our previous updates. You will have sustainability and support. That means you can actually have more strategies or more options when you are in the squad. And also there is more balanced PvP in training match and PvP custom room. That is to say, when you are in these modes, the difference by stats is going to be hugely reduced, and it's almost 100% balanced, except the chips are going to reduce at level 1. So I hope with this combat optimization, you can enjoy more, especially in the PvP mode. So the next section we have is homesteads. About homesteads, I know there are many players who are passionate about building, who is keeping up with the store, the furniture, whatever new furniture coming out, you want to buy it. And I think there are a very big number of community players who are passionate about sharing your new design and your new layouts and ideas across different regions. So here is the update. First one is the storable furniture limit is increased for you, and the max increase is up to 200 slots. That means if you're passionate about having more furniture and having 5 floors in your homestead, you are now free to get even more furniture. So show us your creativity. Show us how you can do with these more furnitures and more designs. All right. The next one is actually one added layer of basic floor tiles in the ultimate foundation in the blueprint. So we know that in the previously blueprint doesn't provide this floor, so it's quite troublesome for you to one by one put down that floor tiles. Now you can just save it and have it in one blueprint. The next one is also quite exciting, one-click structure upgrade. That means you have different structures like wall or stair or different structures. You can just one-click upgrade everything at the same time. The next one, build menu enables searching. So for the passionate players, you have so many structures, you have so many furnitures, you can finally now search it. So let's say next time you want an all European style sofa, right? But it's so deep down in the menu, you can just type European, or you just type EURO, then you can find it easily. And you can filter, you can keep your filters and keep your searching for future reference. And also, when you show all in the search menu, you can also preview the furnitures that you do not own at the moment. That means if you want to design your home and you want to see how it will preview look like, you can use the all and you can actually see how to obtain these unowned furnitures. All right, so for the building passionate players, just feel free to explore your homestead function, and there are many more chances and freedom for you to actually create. The next one, very related to homestead, is cohabitation. So here we realize our players are very, very sociable, or like many players are focused on making friends and having roommates and play together. So cohabitation is one mode that we want to improve much more. So the first one, you can actually recruit a roommate now and share this recruit message on world chat, meaning you can find your roommate in the entire world. And next one, roommates of different camps can be roommates together and in anybody's outpost homestead, meaning you can be roommate with different camp players, which is more freedom for you. Next one is shared warehouse. So via the backpack, you can actually access your shared warehouse with your roommate in cohabitation. And of course, you can have access control. That is to say, you can control who owns or who can actually store or take out in your shared storage. But in the end, the owner can still take out their own items. Next one is login reminder when your roommate is online. I think this is very helpful. When your roommate is online, you get instant message, so you can play together right away. Last one is location sharing of roommates. Basically, when you open your mini map, you can see the icon of your location of your roommates. So everything here we do is good for socializing and good for your cohabitation experience with your best friend. Next one, Radiation Island. So we realized that on the Radiation Island, there wasn't too much freedom or too much other thing to do except the camp competition and camp modes. So next time we are opening up whole new missions and things to do here. So it's called exploration and gathering modes. So every day from 8 a.m. to the next day 2 a.m., which is almost a whole day, you can actually go to the Radiation Island main island. There are 3 things for you. First one, airdrop grab. So at 3 specific timing, you can get loot boxes, supply boxes on the Radiation Island drop zone, and you can get huge rewards. The next one is loot box, which is around the main island everywhere, all time in the day you can actually do this. And also there are resources and chance to get high value items. The last one is fishing and cooking. So on the Radiation Island, you can fish on any river, and the rare fish you get can contribute to rare recipes that enhance your combat. And these are tradable on the trading market. The next page will show more Radiation Island optimization, which is about the commission. So it used to be 3 times a week on specific dates. Now we make it daily, basically 7 times a week. So you don't have to worry about, I have to go online on Wednesday and go to Radiation Island. It's fine. Any time of the week, you can do it. And then the daily limits of camp funds from this mode is removed. So basically, you don't have to be limited by how much you can do in one day. But the weekly limit remains 9,000. That is to say, you are very free any day of the week to go into the Radiation Island, to the commission, and gain that camp fund. And lastly, there are some quests that's removed on the satellite island, but the camp fund can be obtained from the 3 modes I just shared. So it's more diversity for you to actually get the camp fund from different activities and different timings in the week. So with this, we hope you have more freedom and you will have you have more time to do other quests and explore other missions in the entire map. All right. Now about pets. So we know many of you are passionate about your dogs and cats. So we want add a little more interaction for you and your little companion. So there is interaction access open to roommates. So when you have roommate visiting your homestead, you can have them interact with your pet. And also there is quick summon in the homestead. So basically you can just summon your pet instantly in your homestead. And also there is a new achievement system regarding pets available now. Right, band and music. I know since +1 update, there is a new feature about troubadour and also bands and music. So in this Snow Mountain update, there is new instrument available in the Naga settlement. So imagine something very traditional, something shows culture, and also there's better UI performance when you play the CD. And also I know there are sometimes inactive players in your band. So if you want to impeach them, is possible. So impeachment of player is for non-login is available. And lastly, there is avatar frame reward in bands of leaderboard. All right. So lastly, there are some other optimizations that I want to highlight, and some are actually very, very important. So you don't have to get stuck at road signs or pathfinding, and regroup of a squad is limited with the cooldown, 10 seconds, it's fine. And very, very key, monthly card and weekly card holders can reclaim past benefits if he forgot. That is to say, if I have monthly card and I forgot to log in for 5 days, and on the 6th day when I come back, actually I can click on the 5 and get the reward for the previous 5 days. So this is very friendly for people who are a bit busy or who forgot to log in. You get your full benefit. You just need to get it one time for all the past days. Also, there is a fix of 3D models of certain outfits, and there is a fix of speed of Mythos Ambulance Trial, the different gacha card. And also there is a fix of issue where players cannot use the mechanoid enhancement when they are stored. So now it's stored in your homestead, you can still click enhancement of your mechanoid. And lastly, there are 32 more slots in the backpack. Finally, right? So when you log in back to the game, you will see instant increase in the backpack space. So that concludes all the optimizations, and we are so happy to share all this with you, and we hope you can enjoy them in the new update. So yeah, I will give you back to you, Wendy. And I believe there are some questions, so maybe we can go through them one by one, and I can't wait to answer your doubts.
So much for sharing so much of information on our newest version. And yes, everybody is super excited to see what's coming. So I believe this latest version is also now ready for download, right? So if our players haven't already done so, I'm sure everybody's already downloaded it, but if you haven't done so, be sure to download right away. And yes, we have look what popped up on the screen. Yes, so if you haven't noticed, congratulations. Looks like we already reached a viewership milestone. So exactly, congrats everybody. You may have noticed this milestone redemption code pop up right down below. So grab your redemption code right now and collect your rewards. So congratulations, everyone. Okay, so yes, going back to what Lin, you were saying, we have so many questions from our players, and everybody wants to know something about this new update. But guess what? We know that where there's passion, there's bound to be fiery questions, right? So we're going to go right into your questions now, Lin and I, one by one. Are we ready for some questions, Lin? You ready?
Yeah, sure. Just a reminder to players, if you forgot the code, just take a screenshot very fast before it disappears.
I'm sure they know how to do all of that by now. Okay, yes, please take your screenshot, and we're going to dive right into our questions. Okay, so let's see. Question number 1, will there be more new PvE modes in the future? And also, we would love to see new camp activities because we enjoy playing them. Great question. I think many players are eager to hear about the future plans for PvE modes and camp activities. So let's see what Lin has to say about this.
All right. Yes. There will definitely be more PvP modes and more camp activities. I can share more. So as I share in this presentation, there are a few more PvE special ops available coming soon, like the Snow Train, also the Plaza Restricted Area. So in the Plaza Restricted Area, there are also 2 new bosses coming up, rotating. So we'll have a lot more PvE coming up. And also if player feel it's too difficult, we can have normal difficulty instead of hard. So more freedom to player to choose. And also in the Astro Tower, which is a mode for players to compete level by level, there are new level in the Astro Tower actually unlocked. So you can challenge yourself for higher level and new bosses and new enemy in the new levels. Also, regarding camp, we have seen so much passion and we have seen so much comments about like how camps are active, so much sharing about like camp activities, even offline when people gather and play together. So definitely there are more camp events coming up, except from in-game, there are actually community events arranged by different local teams. And also there will be, spoiler, but esports events next year that is going to be based on camps. So I would say we definitely notice that players are really, really passionate about camp activities. We'll keep it up in-game and we'll have more offline and community events happening really, really soon. So yes,
Wow.
Keep in tune and look forward to it.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds super exciting. Some actual real life activities for all of our players. Yeah, and I feel like we really do care about what our players have to say. And we do address all of their requirements and their wishes. So thanks for answering that question. Moving on to our next question. So the materials required for leveling up seem to be increasing, but the rewards from events don't seem to have improved much. Yeah, a concern about the balance between leveling materials and event rewards. So a fairly crucial concern right there, right, Lin?
Yep, definitely noticeworthy thing. So I would say, yes, we have been noticing this issue since very early on, and we have been working with solution closely for a long time. So I would like to share how our approach is and how we're going to deal with this in the future. So compared to other regions of Undawn, actually, Garena regions or Southeast Asia regions, we actually giving more resources and gradually. So we know that people cannot hard or it's very difficult for some players to keep up with all the track of growth. So from some events, we already released more rewards for your time. So for example, there are daily online time rewards that's actually gradually increasing. And there is events that's coming up or like keep coming up, Secret Treasure. So this is an event where players actually log in, do your daily task and redeem stones and use stones to redeem final prizes. And in this kind of events, we actually bump up the amount of rewards that a player can get week by week or month by month. So definitely this is increasing with time. And another thing I want to point out is we want players to basically spend less effort to get them. So I would like to remind that in the daily new setup, in the daily missions, you don't have to do everything. You need to just do one quest that's worth 20 activity points and you can get the reward of one whole day. So
Wow.
The XP of one whole day. Yeah. And the bottom line is that we want to help players to catch up with character growth and enjoy every game content. So we'll definitely work more to fine-tune how much we give, how much reward we give to players, and also how we can help players to ease the burden to grow. Yeah, so definitely we have been maintaining and improving this part, and we will keep paying our attention to this regard.
Sounds super exciting. Thanks for sharing. All right, so moving on to our next question. The items in the gacha event are too expensive. Can they be made more affordable? Yeah, I think affordability is always on our players' minds. So a super good question. Lynn, could you maybe share like more insights onto the pricing strategy or whether there are plans to make these items more affordable?
Yeah, sure. So there are various different kinds of gacha events. So to the start, right? I think RC is people care about because RC is the currency that people actually get. So I would say C version, Southeast Asia version of Undawn, Garena Undawn, is actually having discounted RC pricing already compared to other regions like North America. So when people get RC, it's already at a slightly discounted price. And back to the gacha, I would say in the process of getting gacha, we actually give out resources for growth. So we believe that having these resources is also good for player to have like higher in combat power. And the gacha itself actually has more rebates or basically higher discount than what other regions have. So I believe we were already tuning down the price point of gacha and leveling up the reward from gacha. And also I would like to point out we actually have a lot more low price and high value events aside from gacha. So I believe our players are actually like those. Like it's a very low price, but you can get quite good value rewards from those events. So yeah, it's a good combination, and I would say different tiers of events satisfy different pursuits of different kinds of players. So we will need to cater to everybody and try to make it more balanced.
All right, well, looks like we've addressed that one for sure. Okay, so moving on to our next question from our player. This game is pay to win, which is frustrating for players who just want to enjoy PvP. Yeah, okay, so I can see how somebody would ask this question. Well, let's dive into this topic to get a better perspective on maybe how the game is evolving.
All right, so I totally understand there are different focus of different players. Some enjoy PvE, some enjoy building, some enjoy PvP. And there are stats difference originally in the past. And there are still stat difference now in different modes. But actually, in PvP modes, we will have much more balance in our past 2 update. That's meaning when you go to training match or when you go to PvP custom room, there is 100% balance of all stats and only remaining 1 level of chip, meaning in these modes, you're going to face player totally fair, and your skills, your tactics, and your strategies is going to play the most important part in these modes. And also, I would like to share that there are actually more PvP modes coming up that are totally non-stats. So basically, there are Battle Royale modes. You jump onto an island, pick up your survival gadget, and be the last man standing. That is totally stats-free, no stats. And also there are racing modes, like before in the Sandstorm map. And also snowboarding is also kind of racing. In these modes, there's no stats at all. And also in other modes like survival action, there is also non-stats. So by introducing a variation of PvP and a balancing in the shooter PvP, right? I believe players are going to enjoy much more in their favorite modes.
All right, thank you for addressing that question. And moving on to our next question. Why are there so many bugs? Every time a new event is released, a new bug appears. Yeah, I think bugs can be a very common concern with updates. So Lynn, maybe you can shed light on the team's approach to fixing these bugs and maintaining a smooth gaming experience for everybody.
All right, sure. Yeah. Everybody hates bugs. There's no fans, zero fans of bugs. So yeah, maybe we can go to the next page and I will show you a situation where why we have so many of higher chance of having bugs. So there are different branches or different versions of Undawn in globally in the world. And in Garena region, we want to pursue more localization and more special features, better features for our users. So we actually talked to Tencent, we negotiated with some special optimizations or localizations. And when we have those features uniquely for Garena users, or maybe first time to show to the Garena users, there are a higher chance that we have bugs. So that being said, I would like to still mention that the entire team, the entire Undawn team is actually working closely day and night to address different kinds of bugs. So if you have seen new bugs or have seen new reports, please don't hesitate to come to our Discord or come to our customer service page, and we will try our very best to fix whatever bug you report as fast as possible. Yep. So we are really focused on fixing bugs, and also especially during this launch phase. So we really appreciate your understanding, and please let us know your feedback. We will look at every piece of feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions or any more comments, please leave them down below. We look at everything because we do care about all of our players. Okay, so it seems like we've addressed all of the questions from our community players. All right, well, a very big thank you to Lynn from the operations team. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us. Thank you, Lynn, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so now we will enter the final segment of today. So we're super excited to have a representative from the development team share some sneak peeks into the annual plans for 2024. All right, so our representative is along the way. Our representative, yes, you can come in. Okay, so we're super excited to have Eva here today with us. Hi, Eva.
Hi,
Thanks for joining me.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here, and I will share something that players are very curious about in our 2024 in the future. Okay, so
Yeah, so first of all, everybody is super excited about this new version, and yeah, let's dive right into it. What do you have to share with us today?
sure. So mainly we are going to share the 2024 version roadmap, and then we can go to the next page. So here, as we know, we have just entered the snow mountain, which is called Owly Mountain, right? And in the future, there will be 3 main updates, which is the first one should be the underground map, and the underground map will be in 2 different phases. So I will open some maps in underground phase 1, and then in phase 2 there will be more maps to come.
Wow. So there's underground map, and then there's more maps in the future.
Yes, and in the end of the year, we are planning to open a brand new maps in the sky.
Wow. Okay, so let me get this straight. So we have new updates underground and in the sky in
Yes.
2024. So something for everybody. Sounds super exciting. Maybe you can give us a sneak peek into what challenges or unique features our players can be expecting in Underground and maybe Underground 2.0 as well.
Sure. And also, you can see that on the slides here, you can see there is some small updates between the big areas are opened. So we are also expecting to have new PvP and PvE mode between these maps.
Wow. Okay, so there are new modes in between these updates.
Yes, so we'll share later in the upcoming slides, and then we can get right into the underground maps right now.
Wow, super excited. I'm sure
Okay.
everybody's super excited. So yeah, so you did mention the new map in the sky earlier. It sounds like something completely new, right?
Yes, but today we're going to share the first upcoming new maps, which is Underground World.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
let's get into it.
So this Underground World is very big, and we split it into 2 phases. And in the upcoming updates, we will see the Underground World, and you can see on the slides here, this part is the Underground World itself, and this part is very, very dangerous. So I think a lot of players are thrilled to experience the dangerous underground world here.
Yes, it
But-
totally suits them.
Yeah, but also
The more dangerous, the better.
Yes. And also, there is safe zones in the underground world map. So you can still explore chill and great villages in underground world. So we can see the next page.
Okay.
The next page is the Dark Harbor. This is the main the main villages in our underground world, and you can see most of the villages are based here in Dark Harbors, and we can see the next part.
Great.
Yeah.
So the next
And
page.
the next page.
Okay.
Here is another village based in the underground, and after the adventure in the underground world, you can chill here in the dark village. So not all the places are dangerous and very dark. So
This
there
is
are-
more daytime. This is more
yeah, it's
bright.
like daytime and
Yeah.
chilling time, so you can enjoy the safe and holidays here.
More relaxed
Yeah,
environment.
yeah.
Wow, super exciting. So all of this is just a sneak peek, right? Just
Yes.
completely new. Nobody's ever seen it before.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
All right.
prepared, and we'll see this underground new map in 2024.
So just we're on this page, the Dark Village. You did mention earlier there will be some new modes. Maybe you can go to a little bit more detail about that.
Yeah. So there will be 2 new modes I'm going to share today, and I am super excited on this. So the first one, I'm going to share the new PvP mode. This mode will be totally balanced, and you can think of it like an escape from Tarkov-like mode.
Ooh.
So let me make it more simple. In the past, the purpose of a PvP mode is like you have to fight with as much players as you can,
Right.
and or you have to survive to the last minute like a battle royale mode. But in this mode, it is not the main purpose. The main purpose is to get the most valuable things out of this map.
Okay.
So you gotta have more strategy, and it is not the more people you kill, the better. Yeah. So
So the focus is on searching for the valuable materials
yes,
and
yes.
not battle.
Yes, not
Okay,
battle.
got it.
And I think the best part of this mode is that it is totally balanced. So for all the players, they have the same chance to get the upgrading materials. So you have the same chance to power up yourself
Right.
without the difference in your combat power.
Right. So it doesn't matter about your combat power because
Yes.
this is more about acquiring valuable materials.
Yes.
Something for everybody, right?
Yes, it's something for everybody, and our players are always excited about totally balanced new PvP.
Right.
Yes, so we are preparing on this, and looking forward to release these new modes to our players.
Super exciting. What about the magical map in the sky that you mentioned earlier? Is there something about that? Maybe you can just give us a sneak peek.
It's still secret now.
It's still a secret,
Yes.
oh, but
I'm not
everybody's
going to share it
okay.
today,
I tried
but-
to ask, and it's still a secret. So
We'll share in the future.
okay, so
Yeah.
definitely keep yourself updated with all of our information on our social media because you never know. Eva might pop them and maybe share something more interesting. And also, if you're watching right now, Ravens, remember, don't forget to share your thoughts, your questions in the chat, and we'll be checking all of your questions, all of your comments. Remember to like and also subscribe as well. But thanks so much for sharing all of these incredible updates for 2024. I'm sure everybody's super excited. Are you
Yes,
personally,
and-
what's your favorite part of this new update?
I'm going to share
Oh, you're going to
the favorite part.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, island estate construction.
Yes, because me myself is not PvP players, but I love to build the homesteads in the game, and we have always constantly received the feedbacks from our players that they want to have higher limitations of the homestead, of the materials they can use in their homestead.
Right.
And we received that feedbacks, and we not only upgraded the previous homestead,
Okay.
and now we are giving our players a whole new island to create.
Wow.
Yes, so not only homestead now, you are getting a brand new island estate, and
That's so exciting.
yeah, you can freely construct yourself or with your roommate.
Okay, so there's more teamwork involved as well, right?
Yeah, and more
Or you can do it
freedom, more
yourself.
teamwork, and the best part of it is this island is very, very big, and also it gives players a lot of freedom to construct themselves. So even me, I cannot imagine what the results players will create. So
So everybody can use their
super excited.
imagination. It's
Yes.
unlimited.
yes.
That's super exciting. Anything else
so-
you'd like to share?
So let me explain a little bit more. So the whole landscape you can see here, or the water, the hills, on the whole island you can create by yourself. So I think the freedoms is very, very high.
Right.
Yeah.
It's completely boundless.
Mm.
All right. So we're looking forward to what our Ravens can create in 2024 as
Yeah.
well, right?
And
Ooh, and there's character creation.
the
new
last one
ethnicity.
here is that we have new templates for character creation. So you can have new ethnicity and total new face you can try. I think there will be a lot of new players are very excited to experience this new creation.
So this new ethnicity is, are there any Asians in the player ethnicity choices?
Yeah, the original one are you can choose to get Asian creation, but now we have new templates for.
Oh,
from.
okay.
Yeah.
So you basically can create whatever ethnicity you want.
Yes.
Pretty
then-
much.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely dipping into our Ravens creativity here. Yes. All right. Wow. Super excited. Anything else? Anything else you want to share?
No. And for now, we just want to. We just are very, very excited to release the new patch and enjoy the new game with our players together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you be playing with our players as well?
Of course,
I have a mask on today. It's to
This is also
conceal
a
your
secret.
identity.
Yes, this is
Right.
also a secret. Is that I not only play in China version, but I also play in SMP version.
Okay, so keep your mask higher. We don't want people to know who you are.
So I
secret
play
identity.
with our players and to get to know our players better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, definitely more conversations with our players. All right. Well, thank you, Eva. Thank you so much. So to do a brief recap for next year, we have a ton of updates, and the updates will be super exciting in 2024 with new maps, events, enhanced building functions like we just mentioned, anticipate new profession and a Castle in the Sky map, and an in-game enhancement like reduced player growth and boosted resources. Fantastic year ahead for Undawn. I'm sure everybody is super excited. So beware to stay tuned, everybody. All right. So we're here to end our live stream today. If you are still watching, a massive thank you to everybody who has joined tonight. And before we wrap things up, just some key reminders. So the first one is our viewership milestone giveaway. Remember to grab the redemption codes shown earlier in the live stream to claim your reward. And also to participate in the RC giveaway, remember to tag 2 friends and comment to meet our requirements. Lastly, to receive all the tips and tricks, remember to go to the post titled Pro 101, all in one Undawn Pro on Facebook, and follow the instructions. All right, Ravens, it's been an absolute pleasure sharing Undawn Pro with you today. Dive into the game, enjoy the new features. Remember, we are always here for you, right? So stay connected, stay tuned, stay awesome. Until next time, may your Undawn adventures be legendary. Thank you and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.